On February 5th, Daybreak announced that H1Z1 would be splitting into 2 games. The Survival and Battle Royale game modes of H1Z1 would be taken and made into standalone games, with the intention of paying each version of the game more detail. So it was split into 2 games named H1Z1 Just Survive, and it will be the survival mode, and H1Z1 King of the Kill, and it will cover Battle Royale as well as some other easily made Killfest game modes. In addition, King of the Kill will be leaving early access this summer, while H1Z1 Just Survive has no end in sight. Daybreak's reasoning for this was that there was a strong following for both games, and that the survival and battle royale modes, player bases almost exclusively played those games. So the split is really to better support each game, pay more attention to it. Now recently I made a video showcasing the Battle Royale mode for H1Z1, and I talked about how much I like playing it, and unfortunately now there's a huge stain on how I feel about playing this game. I don't trust Daybreak at all when they say that H1Z1 is being split in order to better service each game. The pace of development for H1Z1, especially the survival mode, has been at a snail's pace at best, so it doesn't make much sense in my mind to split your workforce in 2, and clearly the task at hand was too much for them to handle like in a combined group. It also doesn't really make sense to me to announce that King of the Kill would be released by summer 2016. I mean, how does anyone believe that to be possible when the team that's working on it is going to be half the size? And something interesting is that in a post from 3 months ago, Daybreak said that this practice was already happening and that Survival and Battle Royale had their own dedicated teams. So why is the split being announced now? Now, there's further problems when you look at the price. Both versions of H1Z1 are going to cost $20 each. There's no way to justify that an early access game isn't a cash grab when, before its official release, it's already doubled in price and it's been holding microtransactions the whole time. Oh, and also, the game is not going to be free to play upon full release like it was promised previously. It's always going to be $20 for each version. The worst thing about it in my mind was from a comment that I saw on Reddit. This split is the kind of thing that should happen in alpha anyways. There's no justification for doubling the cost of what was once a whole item other than the huge amounts of potential profit. A common prediction, and one that I'm inclined to believe, is that Daybreak knows that the survival version of H1Z1 is a lost cause. It's not very good, and there's too many better alternatives to H1Z1 for the survival genre. Just about any other survival game out there is going to be better than H1Z1 survival. However, Battle Royale is still a really popular mode, and it's still pretty novel. There's not a whole lot of games that are doing the same thing or focusing on doing that thing, and that's where they're going to make their money. But to maximize that, the survival version needs to be dropped as it's not holding up its share. So I agree with those of you who hold that opinion that this is a chance for Daybreak to drop the survival mode of H1Z1 because it's not making as much money as Battle Royale, and still make the $20 that people would have paid for both versions previously, but now will only pay for Battle Royale because it is being developed faster and paid more attention to. So now I have to kind of change my opinion on how I felt about Battle Royale. While I still think it is a really cool game mode and I still think it is fun to play, I don't think I'm going to play it anymore because I don't want to support a game that is made by a company who wants to take advantage of the pricing like that. So if all of this isn't enough to discourage you from playing this game, just look at the names. Just Survival and King of the Kill are freaking terrible. This has been Ryan with Select Characters. Thanks for watching.